Hi there. Well, I did not need another watercolor palette, did I? Besides making my own watercolor, I have enough watercolor to see me through probably quite some time. But this was on sale in Black Friday with Jackson's. And Lukas is a really good brand made in, twist it around so you can see it, made in Germany. Oh, it's actually made in the United Kingdom for the German company, Lukas. They started in 1862, and so this is the 160-year anniversary set, so I guess 2022, and that's probably why they put it on Black Friday sale, because it's a year old, but I don't care about that. It's still great paint. I have a couple Lukas colors that I got when I was in Germany. They're a little bit difficult to find in Canada. Articulations has some of them in Toronto. I haven't really looked into other stores across the country, but I know Articulations has them, but then I don't think they're getting any more in, just from the stock that I saw that was there when I was there last Saturday. So it comes with the palette, which has Lukas on the front as well as inside, and then room for this. Because they didn't have it, you know, they have the special presentation box, I actually had to order I ordered another palette for a friend of mine for Christmas that they had on sale, a Schminke palette, and so I had to do 2 orders or it was going to be really expensive to ship. So there we go. Fits in there like that. They have 2 full pans as well as the half pans, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and then the 2 full pans. And there's a little brochure inside, all about the company. There you go. But what you really want to see is them swatched out. Now they have a mix of old labels and new labels. I think these are the old labels if I'm correct, or maybe it's that design. There's even a little note that they put in the boxes because I'm sure people were asking. They're just updating and using up the old design wrappers, but that's not a problem. So I think you're going to hear some Christmas music in the background because I live above a school and they seem to have Christmas music playing in the playground. So it's kind of strange. And then there's a blow-up Santa just down the street that I can see from our place, and it's kind of a weird sort of Christmassy vibe going on. And so this was a Black Friday sale and all that tying in, but you probably see this video after Christmas because I have a few in the on the desktop. Really, why was I saying in? It's on the desktop right now, and I'm running out of storage, so it will have to get going soon. So it didn't come with a palette swatch sheet, so I'm making my own, and that's what I'm going to swatch out. I'm going to do it on this Fabriano 140 pound 300 GSM paper, and let's get unwrapping. And this one here is the one that I found. It's the only, I thought I had more than one, but this is the only Lukas watercolor pen that I have. So I'm gonna pop it in here because there's plenty of space. So the outside has the name in several languages: German, English, French, that should be Spanish and Italian. And it has the series, the number of the specific color, and the light fastness. And I don't believe that is, don't think it has the actual pigment information on here. I'll have to look that up. Let's just unwrap it just to show you how they're wrapped. Foil. They're kind of nice because they have Lukas stamped on the half pan as well as, that's a really old one. And there you go. Just a little half pan. And so I'll keep doing that and I won't bore you with that. So I'll be back in a bit. So let's get started. I did find when I was unwrapping them that some of them have the pigment information up on the top. Some do and some don't. And then some of the, I don't know if this would be the newer version or the older. The half pan's a little bit thicker for this one, but the size of the actual watercolor paint seems to be about the same. This is just like a really thin plastic, whereas this is a little bit thicker. So just little things I noticed. So let's move this here and get swatching. I'm just going to give these a bit of a spray, seeing as I'm doing this all at once. Fresh water, I have a rag beside me. So let's get going. So I always love to have a Naples yellow in a palette. And I just mixed up some from my own watercolor that's available on my website. And it's a really nice warm yellow, whereas this is pretty vibrant permanent yellow light. Next is Cad Red Light. Then a Cool Red, Carmine Red. And this is also like a color that I just mixed up. That's kind of why I'm collecting these colors, or collecting different brands, just to see what's out there. Maybe colors that I wouldn't normally pick, like I don't tend to have a violet. I tend to mix up violets. But this is a really nice cobalt violet. It's nice, kind of almost like a grayed down violet. And the permanent blue is almost like a phthalo. It's pretty intense. And I always like to have a cerulean blue too. A good sky blue. Nice summery sky blue. And then indigo. Oof. That is dark. That's really quite nice. And Viridian, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I love greens, but I love more natural looking greens. I don't like Viridian, but you can mix it in order to become a more natural green. And so I was really happy to see a full thing of green. Now will this be a nice green? Yes. That's a really nice green. It's Verona Green Earth. It's more intense than some green earth watercolors. Some of them tend to be very transparent. And then Chromium Oxide Green, which is another favorite of mine. It's more of a opaque green. And then the palette usually needs a raw sienna, ochre. And this one's a nice one. And then burnt sienna always helps too. Excuse me. And English Red Light, this kind of brick color. And then this is the one that I got in Berlin a long time ago. I think 2009 or something. And so it was neat to have the English Red Light and then the English Red Deep from so long ago. But this one obviously isn't in part of this set. It has the Kappa Mortem Deep, which is very similar. May even be the same color, because I had trouble identifying these this pen because I didn't write on the side, and when I was rearranging my old palette that was a mix of different brands, I had to look up. I knew it was a Lukas because it has that stamp on the bottom, but I wasn't really sure of the color, and they may have changed the names. $10.62. I don't think there's a number on this. Be really nice if they did do that. Nope. Yeah, so this, I may have the same same color, because that's really what it looks like. But it's a really nice Payne's gray right beside it. I just did. And I don't normally have a white, in a palette, I tend to use gouache. But this is almost, it's probably is equivalent of a gouache. Very opaque. And then gold. And at this time of year, who doesn't want a bit of gold? I have to keep looking at my phone because I'm running, like I said, I'm running out of storage on my phone, on my Google account, and I think on my desktop. So Santa could bring me some cloud storage, that would be great. And a new phone, maybe. I don't really need a new phone. This one's doing fine. So there we go. That's the 160th anniversary set by Lukas. And as always, I'll have this scanned high res and downloadable as PDF. And I will look up any of the pigment information and put those on as well. And maybe find out if this is one and the same color. Wouldn't that be interesting? It's really looking like it is, isn't it? So there we go. There's yet another palette. Thanks so much. Bye.